1 week since radiotherapy finished for Holly. She's still been bedbound, where I believe we're at the height of like the pain, at the height of like the radiation in her body, and it's kind of rough, like, I'm not gonna lie. Like I say, bedbound. She's taking morphine now because she's only been able to take paracetamol because she was breastfeeding. With us running out of milk that was frozen and Holly not being able to produce any milk because she's not getting the calories in, we're using formula, which now means that she can take more morphine, which is fine. I know it's highly addictive, but when she's only had paracetamol for the last like month, it's like a bit of a relief. But I'm not gonna lie, it's still kind of rough. It's a very, very, very tough time, this. I laugh because I don't know, it just hides the awkwardness, I guess. But this is the situation we're in. Always try and end with a positive. Harry's just gone on to formula, and he only woke up twice last night. And one of the times he woke up was an hour ago. It's currently 6:30 now. He woke up at 5:30, which, I don't know, whoever's watching this, you've probably had babies. It's kind of hard when they wake up an hour before your alarm, because you're kind of like, oh, do I go to sleep? Do I get up? Even if it's 10 minutes, I go back to sleep. But I feel so tired right now, and he only got up twice last night. It's amazing how the human body can like get used to like what's going on in your life. So doing all the night feeds, it's like routine now. You only got up once last night, but I woke up still like every 2.5 hours. Just, I don't know, I just woke up thinking that he was awake, but obviously he wasn't. So it's good news. Hopefully he starts sleeping through. As for Holly, need more shakes. She is in pain, so I don't really want to force her to be drinking the shakes. I use the word force because obviously it's my duty really to encourage her to drink as many as possible. She does need to drink 7, and right now she's nowhere near it really. She was downstairs all day yesterday, to be fair. Got her about 5 o'clock. Tommy was going absolute crazy. Like, anyone who personally knows us understands that Tommy is a bit, I don't know, he's got that thing that every kid's got, that ESAD or ADHD or whatever it is. Well, unofficially, by the way. I see every kid's got it, so then, I don't know, don't discriminate. There you go. He was going absolutely crazy, bouncing off the wall. So Holly took Harry up to bed at about 5 o'clock. Me and Tommy just went out on the biggest walk on. I think we were out 2.5 hours. With Tommy, he's a one person always has to look after him. He's like a newborn baby. Like, he needs constant stimulation and constant looking after. So he's a really, really good kid. It's just, he is really, really hard work. But it was nice to go out with him. We ended up going over the day, like looking at all the trees that got blown over by the storm last weekend, and just went to the shop, got some sweets, looked for golf balls and all that good stuff. So it was nice to spend some one-on-one time with him, because, I don't know, our lives have obviously been a bit crazy recently, and I was like falling asleep on the settee when he was like, "Dad, can we go out, can we go out, can we go out?" But I don't know. It's a privilege when the kids still want to spend time with you, I guess. Got me morning coffee. Just turning all my computer stuff on now, and I'm gonna look at all the comments, trying to reply to as many as possible. My TikTok video yesterday was a bit different how I normally do my TikTok videos. It was really raw, straight from the heart, I guess, because you probably haven't seen it, because I don't know when I'm going to upload this video. But basically what I was saying is kind of perspective. Like, so many people are complaining about minute problems that don't really matter in the slightest. And don't get us wrong, I'll probably do it right now. But I was basically saying, remember, when you go on a job that you hate, just get a different job. And it sounded a bit brutal and a bit serious, But my point was just try and be happy for as long as you possibly can on this planet, because you don't know when you're going to be leaving the planet. I was also saying about when you're stuck in traffic, just be grateful you're not in the car accident. When you're stuck in traffic, just remember the car next to you might be going to a radiotherapy appointment. I was trying to switch people's like perspectives and be a bit, I don't know, maybe motivational. We'll say motivational. I was trying to be a bit motivational because I did get a lot of comments as well saying thanks so much, I needed to hear this. When you're down in the dumps and you're hit with like a life-threatening thing, I don't know, kind of opens your mind to, you want to try and make as many people happy as possible, because I don't know, it's not nice being in this situation and trying to get somebody else to understand that a little tiny problem it's not a problem at all. Just make the most of every situation you're in, as long as it's good, I guess, or even if it's bad, try and make it the best situation it can be, because life-threatening illnesses, they're not the best. We are trying to keep the routine going for the boys. We were flexi schooling Lewis and Tommy, but with Harry being here as well, Holly being poorly obviously, we did try it, and we just, Tommy loves school, Tommy loves being with his friends, so Tommy is back in full days. However, Lewis is still flexi schooling, so having to think whilst I'm at the computer what jobs he can be doing today. And I believe we're going to tidy the office up. I say tidy, there's nowhere for really any of this to go unless I put it all in the loft, which that might be what I actually do. There's a bin behind us as well. You might have seen that bin. It's not actually a bin, it's craft stuff for the kids. You might say the Pepsi Max and think, Jesus, there's a bin in the office. That's just to make, like, I don't know, all the craft stuff. So we're not sure what is actually gonna happen with Holly's business. We don't know whether it's gonna be a thing anymore. So yeah, I don't know whether it's worth looking at selling the embroidery machine, because that thing is, I think we paid £12,000 for it. I don't know what we're gonna do with this. Need to talk to Holly really. Lewis's jobs today will tidy the office and empty the hot tub, because the hot tub's filled with water. Empty the hot tub, and I might turn it back on because the boys absolutely love it. Did turn it off because we weren't working. It was costing £8 a day for a hot tub. But what's the point in having it if you're not going to use it? So I might turn it back on for the boys. I am liking YouTube a lot more because I feel like I can just talk and I don't have to worry about the or the delayed voice or the delayed talking. With TikTok, you're fighting for everyone's attention in the first couple of seconds. So when you're watching videos, you might notice to see the first serious line and then it jumps to something else. That's called the hook. People's attention span's about 2 seconds now when they're on these apps. But with YouTube, everyone knows it's longer format content, so if you come over to YouTube, you're more likely in watching the full video because 1, you know the person, 2, you know it's longer format, like content. So I am liking YouTube a lot more because I can just speak normal, not worry about having to draw the attention in. I know it sounds brutal because it's kind of like there's a strategy around it. However, when you're doing these videos, you want as many people to watch them as possible. TikTok is, I think out of every single video I've did, I think totally I've earned £200 total. So it's not done for the money. I want as many people to see my videos as possible because I'm spending quite a lot of time building this. And don't get us wrong, with TikTok, the money will come later on because you could get brand deals, you could get all that sort of stuff. I guess I am kind of doing it for the money, but it's more documentation of our life just in case anything happens to us, which I've said multiple times. So yeah, back to it. I am enjoying YouTube. YouTube is not monetized. You've got to get 3 million short views on YouTube, or you've got to get, I think it's 4,000 hours watched of your longer format content, and we're miles off basically. But again, this is more of a raw documentation that I feel the kids would want to watch in the future. One of the hardest things that I'm seeing in my life, right, is obviously Holly Pooley, but the real thing that's horrible to watch. Holly's such a good mum. Like, we were flexi schooling our children, and I see a way. I was at work. I wasn't even doing it. It was Holly, and Holly's such a good mum where she actually wants to spend time with the kids. Like, I know that sounds brutal, but there is a few, I don't want to shit on people, but there's a few mums out there that just want to send the kids to school and then just get them to like an after school club after. We try to design our life where it's possible to flexi school our kids for Holly to spend as much time as possible, and also me, but I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't want to spend every single second of the day with the kids. That's just not my personality. I would like to spend a good chunk of my day with them, but I still want to be going to the gym, I still want to be creating stuff. That's just the side of me that I would still want to do. So that's one of the hardest parts. Like, you see Lewis flexi schooling, that's what we did before any diagnosis, and we've got a newborn now that Holly's missing out on, and it's just it's very upsetting. It's not nice not having Holly, like, having these moments. But in the future, what I am going to say is there's nothing I'm going to do in the future that I don't want to do, or let us rephrase that. In the future, if I don't want to do something, a job, if I don't want to go to, I don't know, a kid's birthday party, I know it sounds brutal, if I don't want to go to a family party because I don't like the family member, these are just examples, by the way. I'm just not going to do it, or 90% of the time I'm not going to do it. Sometimes Holly might go away, however, we've got to do it, and I'll do it. Fair enough. But majority of the time now, I'm going to design the life that me and Holly want, where before the diagnosis I was working quite a lot. There was a couple of things I was doing where now that I look back at it, I'm like, why was I even doing that? But it's a great reset. With the Holly's cancer diagnosis, it's definitely a reset to the point where if I don't want to do anything, I'm just not going to do it. Money doesn't excite us. Offer us £100,000 a day. If I don't want to do that job, I'm not doing it at all. There's no amount of money on this planet that can, like, sway my mind to a job. I'm just going to live the life that we want to live and design a life that we want, because we're not big spenders. We don't have, like, don't get us wrong, the house is lovely, back garden's lovely, but we could have moved here about 5 years ago, or like made it work about 5 years ago. Don't get us wrong, the deposit was a helping hand. But when I say we aren't big spenders, we've got a 60-year plate car, and I've got a 09 van, a rusty van. Like, we haven't got expensive cars, don't go on expensive holidays, we don't eat at expensive places. So our lifestyle costs, they're not really high. So in the future, whatever I don't want to do, I'm not gonna do it. There's always investments we could sell, where the stuff that we own, where if work isn't covering all the bills in our lifestyle, I'll just sell some investments. Like, it's not a big deal now having to chase money to be investing and all that sort of good stuff. So perspectives change massively. So I want to openly speak about something now, right? A lot of people, and by the way, before I say this, right, it comes from a positive place, what I'm saying, but I need you to understand what I'm about to say. So a lot of people say in the comments, Lee, like, you're looking after Holly, well done, you're looking after the boys, well done. Appreciate all them comments, but there is comments that also say, Lee, I hope you're taking time to look after yourself. I hope you're, I don't know, looking after yourself, basically. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't fully understand the comment. Like, I'm trying to understand it, but I can't really understand it. Like, I could look after myself because I'm basically Holly's full-time carer. I've got 3 kids and one of the new kids is a newborn. So the reality is, I'm not looking after myself, but I've got the mindset where I'm not going to get fazed by this. This is a challenge to me. That's the way I've got to think about it. This is a challenge right now that I'm gonna succeed at. It's easy to mope about and get down, but the way I deal with it, I just try and keep myself busy as long as possible and run away from them problems. So I do appreciate the comments, but I need you to understand, nobody's looking after me. I've got to look after them. It's nobody else's job to look after me. I've got to look after this family. So it does sound a bit brutal what I'm saying, but if you can understand what I mean, full-time caring, I've got a newborn baby and I've got 2 other kids, and one of the kids is an absolute lunatic that needs walking every day. So you could say that's me looking after myself, I guess, being busy like that. And just try and cram as many things as possible into the day just to try and keep busy. And then when all this blows over, I'll be back at the gym. I'll be looking after myself like that, and I'll be tip-top. It's a proper massive winter day that Harry only got up twice last night. Can't believe it. With our other 2 kids, we had milk allergies, so when Harry went on the formula yesterday, I was expecting like an absolute nightmare during the night. He only got up twice? Like, what the heck? There's the positive for the day. Let's build on that positive. Let's build on that. 2 times last night, and one of them was 6 o'clock. So massive win. This is going to be Lewis's Halloween costume. So
nearly took your finger off.
Holly's cutting a hole in here.
Can I please
and then
get it out?
this black thing is going to go in his arm. And then that head is going to be on the end of his arm.
Don't tell them a secret.
Oh, there! Could it have been bigger? Ow! It hurt!
I hope she doesn't chop your arm off, Lewis.
I hope she does. She feels so bad.
So today Holly's up, she's out of bed, she's downstairs, she did all of Lewis's like flexi schooling with him. They have been making something absolutely mint. It's like it's a Venom head off Spider-Man. I'll see if I can put a clip on now, but it's good that she's out of bed, and also she's drank 4 shakes already today, and she's gonna try 2 more tonight. So we're on the mend. Just currently walking about Siam looking for golf balls. My kid is obsessed with golf balls. I've never played golf before in my life. I don't have a clue where he gets it from. But if it keeps him happy, it keeps him happy. It's as simple as that, isn't it?